Hi everyone, my name is Lily. I'm a social worker with Child Protective Services, and I made this YouTube channel to go over some issues relating to child safety and things going on in CPS, just educating people. And this video is a follow up on the murder of Deidre Silas. A couple weeks ago, I made a few videos. I made a couple shorts and an actual video of what happened with her. So she was an investigative worker out of Illinois, and she was murdered when she went out on the field into some children's home to investigate their circumstances by somebody believed to be the father of one of the kids. So it was her funeral over the weekend, and there was an update, a news article that was being shared around in social media. I guess this article is from before the actual service, but it said that Deidre used to work with this pastor before she graduated criminal justice, and she used to work with juvenile detention. Then she went to work for the youth ministry. She was very passionate about her job with youth, and the pastor that she used to work with in another town before they moved to Illinois is going to be the one presiding over her funeral. And they just wanted to share, highlighting her good deeds as a person, and how big a loss it was to have lost her. So there's a couple things that's happened. The day that this man had to go to court, there was it says it there was about 15 or more social workers present, demanding justice, either holding up stickers asking for justice for Deidre, or t-shirts with their their logo for Child Protective Services. They are actually called DCP, Division of Child Protection. The court ended up being rescheduled or postponed to February 3rd. And this is very common in criminal cases. It just keeps getting postponed, preliminary hearings and whatnot. But in this situation, it was the judge ordered competency hearing, or competent psychiatrist to check, to do an evaluation if he's competent to stand trial. So the article said that the evaluation has been completed, but the report is not in yet. So that's the reason why it was pending. There was a statement by union representing the social workers that they've been asking, and they're still asking for better, for enhanced safety for the workers. This was the second incident. Somebody else was murdered 5 years ago. And that same, I don't know if it's the same town, but it's the same state. So they're asking for more staffing, better training, better protections, and a few other things that I can't remember. Just like a complete overhaul of the system. So the other thing that's going on as well is there's legislators working on a bill to put an enhanced sentence for social workers, like you would do for police officers. And the reasoning that they're quoting here on this article is that everybody knows not to mess with police officers, because any offense against an officer, you have a harsher punishment. So it says it should be the same with social workers, so that people know, you don't mess with assault, murder social workers that are out being the first responders when dealing with child abuse. So hoping for some good change to come out of this. The bill, they're calling the bill the Silas Knight bill, with the last names of the two ladies that have been murdered in on the job for investigating child abuse. So it's a good forward movement. Of course, it's not enough, but it won't bring back the social workers. But anything that will help in protecting workers, it's it's a plus. And where I work, the city or the county established a grand jury to do a review of the system, as well as they did an internal investigation within the county, and they combined the recommendations for both of those, and did like work groups on how to implement it and everything. And one of the major accomplishments was that we actually got an increased budget for more workers. I believe they had said like 53, but it's never really been fully staffed to begin with. So even though we've had the positions, we can't keep people. So there needs to be a lot of work on retention. It just the morale is it just makes so people don't want to stick around. So you're never gonna have those positions fully staffed. Another thing is that they created more higher up positions instead of filling in the positions at the bottom. That's where the work's actually being done. So, maybe not the greatest approach. And I don't know, like, it's not like they're not trying. It's just people don't stay long enough to get to fully staffed. And even one of the struggles that we've had in my office specifically, where my county split into a bunch of different offices, and what we've had years before COVID even, is a lot of people on medical leave. And when you're on medical leave, your position is still saved for you, but you're obviously not, you're counted in the amount of workers allocated to that office, but you're not there to actually do the work. So they've tried a bunch of different things to, account for this, but nothing ever works long term. And now in the pandemic, even more people are out sick, quarantining. A lot of people are continuing to work from home when they're sick, when they're quarantining, and other people have to do the field work, the visit. So at least it's a time to catch up on paperwork and typing. But when you're sick, you should have the chance to relax and get better. But it's my little one. It's a work in progress, and there's a lot of things we can do to make it better. So I just wanted to provide this update with that situation, and thank you for spending time with me today.